Alright, in this video I'm going to share with you the problem or issue that I discussed with you guys on the YouTube community page. If you remember, I'd put up a post about Indian youth, today's Indian youth. They don't respect their elders. They don't talk with respect. They don't address others with respect. They're very disrespectful. Okay? And yeah, they call you by the first name. I'll give you my thoughts with regards to this. And I want you to feel free and express your thoughts as well. Maybe what I'm saying is wrong. Fine. Give me your logic. I would love to hear it. Now, first things first. First, let me state the ground rules that I follow. In my groups, in my WhatsApp groups, I have this policy. If you're younger than someone, you'll call that person sir or madam. Okay? Now, this might sound very controversial. You might say, who the hell calls anyone sir or madam? Which world are you living? Are you still following the British imperialist and do you believe in slave mentality? Okay. See, I'll give you a very simple, logical answer to that. Okay. Calling someone sir or madam, is it going back to, see my wife, getting mushroom or not getting?
Ask him about what?
Yeah, you think he is not going to tell you?
That lady, she said this one.
They will not tell you.
I know, this not favorite my room, but
Okay.
this one.
ลูกใครเป็นใครจะเป็นว่านเหนียวข้าลูกใครใครลูกเงินแต่ตาลูกใครอันนี้ลูกใครสองหอบ
They are hunting for mushrooms.
แล้วพี่ต้นนี่นะ
นี่สองหอบ
ฮะ
มีแค่นั้นเลยอีกตะก้าวหาหนึ่งหมด
ถามพี่กายอยู่กายมันตั้งหอกมันหอกลามือขึ้นมา
Oh, look, how much she got here?
Yes sir she said she get yesterday not today today
Not today.
เขาแล้วน้องมันนี่น้อง
สามเท่าแล้ว
Tell her you want this.
ผ่านมาละไม่หาหรอกค่ะ
แต่ว่ามัน
So what I was telling you was, okay, now you, for those of you who say sir, madam is slavery. Okay, let's focus on this one first. Okay, we should not use sir or madam, right? Okay, fine. Okay. Here's my simple answer. What do you call your mother and father? Do you call them by their name? Like, for example, if the mother's name is Savitri or like an Indian name or Meena or let's say Helen, would you say, hey Helen, how are you doing? Or do you say, Mummy, how are you doing? You call your mother with love, you say Mummy, okay, or Mom. Even for your dad, yeah, there are ways of, like a slang, you say Pop, okay, you might say Pop and all, but you always respect your father with dad or daddy or whatever. Now you'll obviously say, yeah, but you're not the father and mother. Wait, we'll come to that. So first things first, right? We give respect to father and mother. Okay, second one, the teachers, generally, I like to believe, our teachers we call, yes, sir or madam. We are taught to respect them in school, and in some cases, we even call them Mr. So-and-so. As far as I know, I don't know how they do it in the West, but in the East, you call a teacher sir or madam or Mr. or ma'am. Now, why do we do that? Because the person who's teaching you, you have to respect. You're learning from someone elder than you who has more life experiences, even if you don't like the teacher. Now, obviously, you'll say, hey, but you're not a teacher. Fine, I'll come to that. So you will agree with me. Even teachers, we use that respect. In fact, in our Indian or Eastern tradition, you know, the teachers or the gurus, students used to bow their head and touch their feet. They used to wash their feet, like how they had in, where Christianity, Jesus washed the feet of his disciples. That humility was always there towards the teacher. Okay? So I come from an upbringing where teachers are always called sir or ma'am or madam. In fact, FYI, the teachers who taught me in my KG when I was a small boy, when I was 7 years or 8 years old, even when I last met them, even though I was a manager earning much more than them, I still was humble. I said, ma'am, sir, I bowed my head when I was in front of them. Okay, so two things you'll agree, fine. But obviously, hey, Loy, whatever, you're not a teacher. I'm coming to that. Now comes number 3. Let's say the ruler of a country or a king. Let's say you're in Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed. You'll say, hey, Mohammed, how are you doing, man? No, you'll say, Your Highness. Even when they refer to the Queen of England or the King, Prince Charles, now he's King Charles. Okay, the British subjects, they give him the respect. But mind you, remember, even in government heads, people of high position and ranking, normal people, they respect their country's president and prime minister. Even for example, in India, Narendra Modi, let's say, someone doesn't agree with him, they will still refer to him as Mr. Modi, or some people, even I know, they call him His Excellency. Some call him like this is controversial, they say he's like the father of the nation. I know that is highly debatable. I don't believe he's the father of the nation, but you have to respect someone who is elder than you or more accomplished. Okay, but now you'll be like, oh, you're not a head of a state, you're not the same. I'm coming to that. And finally, the last example that I want to give you is in the military. No matter how modern you are, to this day, an officer or someone who is occupying a slightly higher rank than you, you stand attention and you give them the respect. Yes, sir. No, sir. Or it can be a madam. Okay. So until now, you agree with me, respect is there in a lot of areas, lot of cultures. Now you will come like, but what about you? You're nothing great. Fine. I'll come to that. When I deal with people who are elder than me, I talk to them with respect. Me. I don't know about you. Me. Okay. When I speak to someone who is elder than me, when I speak to someone who is senior than me, when I speak to someone who I learn from, or someone who has accomplished more, I call them sir or madam. Because we are not equal. Let's say, for example, I meet a CEO of a company. Okay. I will, whether people agree or not, I will call that person sir or madam. Why? Because he has accomplished something if I'm working for his company. But if in case a CEO or someone comes to me for my service, now pay attention. If a CEO or someone elder comes to me for my service, I'll talk to them by name. Why? Because they have come to me. They need me. But when I need someone, or I want to be in their good books, I give them their respect. But now, having said that, let's imagine someone who's 90. The oldest I got was someone who's in his 80s. That guy wanted my personal branding service. My heart kind of melted for that guy, because nobody at age of 80 should be working. He lost all his money due to cryptocurrency investment and also COVID. And he had no choice but to work because his children don't care about him. So I called him Mr. and his name. I gave him the respect. Even though I didn't have to. Let's assume his name was something Mark. Okay, Mark. I didn't say, hey Mark, listen. I said, see, Mr. Mark, sir, I don't think you should go for my service. Why? Because he's at the twilight of his life. The whole world is treating him like shit. What do I lose by giving him a little respect? Now, finally, it comes to now these kids, these young Indian kids. I give you all the areas where I give respect, I talk with respect. Now, people are telling me, Loy, what is so great about you? They're telling me, what is so great about you? Are you giving something so great? Your advice is, one guy commented, your advice is generic. You're not reinventing the wheel. You're not saying something that is so great. In fact, you asked If you need help, you come. So when you're asking other people, why you asking respect? In fact, one young man told me, just give me a minute until this announcing van goes away. They're selling fruits and vegetables. Wait, 1 second. Got some mushroom? Get some.
Many, but she take, but sometimes
There is. If you search, you will get. Okay. All right. So what I was saying was, so this guy told me, Loy, you're not reinventing the wheel. You're just giving generic advice. What is so great about you? What have you accomplished? Okay, fine. In fact, he said, why did you invite people? Who asked you to invite people? You invited people, and now when people are coming to you, what you're acting too smart? I'll answer. The first part was, Loy, you're giving generic advice. Give me the name of one individual who is giving advice that you have never heard in your life. Never heard. Any advice that nobody has spoken to this date. That person invented or created this advice. Anybody? Even Jordan Peterson, he's saying the same thing that somebody must have said. He learnt it from somebody else. So if Jordan Peterson, any celebrity, any guru, whether Sadhguru or Zakir Naik, all of them have learned from somebody, right? When you're born, when you come out from your mother's womb, you don't know by default, right? You're not Buddha or the enlightened one. You learn from your mother, father, you learn from others, right? So neither you nor me, we are not in reinventing the wheel. We all give generic advice. The only difference is, maybe I'm slightly more popular, maybe slightly, or I have a little reach more than you. I'm pretty sure if you started a YouTube channel, maybe you'll also have some reach. Okay, I'm not saying that you may not have any reach. Definitely you'll have some reach. But if you're saying I'm not reinventing anything, I'm giving generic stuff, you also are doing the same thing. Whether it's your workplace, you studied those skills from someone, school you studied from someone, so you learned from someone. You didn't come out from your mother's womb knowing everything. That's number one. So don't talk about me giving generic advice. At least people follow me. People don't follow you. And people pay me for my advice. People don't pay you. Okay, that's my answer. And it's a fact. It's not me just saying. It's a fact. People pay me money. You might say, oh, those are dumb idiots. Fine. At least dumb idiots are paying. Dumb idiots are not even paying you. Okay, that's one. The second one is, what's so great about you? Nothing. I have never said I'm great. Neither did I say there's something great about me. But I never forced anyone to follow me. Never forced. Subscribers. I never say, hey, subscribe now, subscribe now. No. You want, you will subscribe. Don't want. In fact, I'm the one who is busy blocking and deleting other people for nonsense. Okay. If you feel I give something value, you follow. If I feel someone gives value, I follow them. If not, I don't. Then the third one is, the third criticism I received is, you were asking others to join. Yes, I did offer to help so that these youngsters who are lost, who are crying, who have suicidal thoughts, tendencies, who are worried, who are doing desperately bad things, they would have a group and a community to look up to each other for support. Okay, so I did it out of an intention without expecting anything in return. However, having said that, that is my group, that particular idea is mine, that particular WhatsApp number all belongs to me. So if you don't like it, don't join. See, I always tell people, my group, my rules. You don't like it, leave. I've told everyone this. But I'm not forcing anyone to join, man. But if you're joining my group, you follow my rules, no? Okay. So I hope this answers all your criticism. Now the final part of the argument is, these youngsters, why? The question is, why should they respect elders? And to that, I'll give you the answer. I was speaking to one of my Keralite friends who works in a slightly senior level position. So I was talking to him, I was asking why nowadays Keralite youngsters, don't respect the elders. He said because of their parents, because of their money, because of their power. He said, I'll give you an example. In my company, his own company, he's saying my boss drives a city Honda or something. It's a small car. Okay. So he had put out a vacancy and he got some interns who joined. Young boys, freshers from college. So one day, he was slightly strict with one of these boys. And because this guy got pissed off with him, the following day, this young man, he bought his father's SUV, and where the manager was supposed to park, he parked it there to make a statement that my father is richer than you, I'm bigger than you, I don't have to take your shit. This actually happened. This is what he told me. Okay. In fact, he even gave me some other examples. He said once we even had some vacancies for youngsters. He's saying one of the youngsters came one day, next day he didn't come. When they asked him why you didn't come, he said he did not like the chair where he was sitting. He wants a nice chair, he wants a nice setup. If you can't give him that, he doesn't want to come. Actual example he gave. In fact, I personally know some students who are in college in Dubai, to flex in front of the teacher. These are not Indians, obviously, mixed nationalities. They would come in their Rolls Royce, their fathers, Rolls Royce, Bugatti, Lamborghini. They would come with these expensive cars. And they would park their cars early. So when the teacher would walk, they would rev up their engines outside the college to show the teacher, we have expensive stuff, you have nothing. Now you'll say, Loy, but we are not talking of mockery. I'm giving you real life incidents of youth, today's youth, that do not respect elders. Why? Because money has gone to their head. Success has gone to their head. Bad upbringing has gone to their head. Now, just imagine I spoke to you about rich people. Now, these boys who are talking in these groups, they don't come from rich families. Don't for a minute think. Some of them don't even have $5 in their pocket. I'm telling you facts. These are Indian boys. They don't even have $5. But the attitude, the ignorance, the arrogance, the disrespect they will show is unbelievable. In fact, I told you some of the emails these boys send me messages. Imagine a 16, 17-year-old. Hi, Loy, how are you doing, man? How are you doing, man? I'm busy or whatever. I may not be able to respond. Just add me to the groups. 16 or 17-year-old. Then you get someone in his 20s. Yo, dog. D-O-G. Yo, dog, or yo, man. Like these slangs. I got one other guy who, after I send him the rules, he's asking me, he's telling me, he's telling me, you have not earned my respect. He's telling me, I have not earned his respect to call me or anyone sir. You earn my respect, I'll call you. So I told him, you have not earned the privilege to be in my group. When you earn it, then join. What do I have to do? I said, earn it. Make something out of your life. Be successful. Then we'll see. And he wanted to argue, oh, if that was the case, who the hell wants your shitty group? That's how he's talking. He's coming to me. See, I just want to conclude by telling you this. Okay? If you feel youngsters should not respect elders, or you believe in this Western culture, oh, I call my boss by his name. Yeah, don't mistake calling just because the boss told you that, he's giving you the license to disrespect him. He has achieved more than you. He's your boss. He has seen more life than you. And he has accomplished much more than you. He's just humble enough to tell you, just call me by the name. But the problem there is, they sit on the head. This is what people, like they say in India, no? You give them the finger, they take the whole arm. So they sit on the head and they think, oh, I can call this guy with the name. Oh, what's a hey? Like imagine, this was shown in a YouTube shorts. Jeff Bezos, the multi-billionaire, was standing on the streets. One guy, Yo, Jeff. Yo, man, how you doing, man? Homeless guy. Yeah, Jeff looked at him. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah. Where is the respect? See, if we start moving towards the so-called westernized style of living, one day we will come to a place, a juncture where a daughter will not mind taking her boyfriend to the room in front of the parents alone and locking the door. And what they do inside, they'll say, it's my privacy. This is actually happening in the West. You'll have young boys and girls telling their parents on their face, which is actually happening, this is your job to take care of me. It's your duty. You have not done me any favors. This actually happens, and I've met parents and youngsters like this. You get young boys and girls who don't respect anyone with their age or experience because they feel they're very big. This happened when I was in my school days. A young boy, younger than me, we were playing football. The building watchman, the guy who ensures the caretaking of the building, he was telling everyone, don't play football here because cars are parked here. It can damage the window. This guy openly, because his father supports him, he said, fuck him, loudly. So this watchman, even though he's from India, he understood. Kya bola bhai? He asked him, like, what do you say? So he went to fight with him, even though he's short, small. And this watchman, you want to, like, he was like, you're going to come and hit me? Come on, show me what you got. And this guy, what he did, finally he told him, how much money you have? How much money you have? Show me your purse. How much money? I will buy and sell you. He told him. Do you call this proper upbringing? And he will say, these are extreme cases, my dear. It starts with 1, goes to 2, then keeps rising up. I deal with quite a number of people more than you on a daily basis, day-to-day basis. I deal with a lot of young boys, young girls, young men, young women. And I can assure you this, if you don't put people in their place, especially our Indians, I don't know about other nationalities, you don't put them in their place, they will sit on your head and they will disrespect you to the core. And I'm very ashamed and sorry to say this, but some of the biggest backstabbers that we have are our Indians. When they want something, they'll be very sweet, very nice. But the minute you reject them, or the minute you say no, or you say, I'm sorry, I can't, they will abuse you left, right, and center, not even sparing your mother, father, or even your children. For me, I keep it very simple. I have a small little world. I have few small groups. Okay, I have a small little community. These are mine. My community, my groups, my little world. If someone wants to be part of that, respect is paramount. You'll respect the elders, you'll respect men and women in the group, and you'll respect people who have achieved and accomplished something. Even if that person's 20-year-old and the person has achieved much more than me, obviously I'm not going to call a 20-year-old sir, but I would give that 20-year-old respect. And by the way, FYI, I do have 2 clients who have achieved much more than me. Then I don't think I can achieve even in 10 lifetimes. That rich they are. I talk to them with respect. I don't say mister. I treat them with respect. Not because they are paying me for my service, but because they have accomplished in terms of millions. That also without their father's help, without their mother's help, from scratch. And they did it. So I absolutely enjoy speaking to them, learning from them. And here's the funny thing, these multi-millionaires that they call me sir. How do you like that? So anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. You let me know your thoughts. Do you agree, disagree? Do you think, my simple question to you, do you think youngsters should respect their elders? Do you think it is harmful to call someone elder than you sir or madam? Okay? You let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear what you have to say. As usual, please feel free to comment down below. It's me signing off. Alright? Guys, take care. Chal. I'll go to my wife and check if she's still having the mushrooms. Right. I think she's having. That's why she's busy. Yeah. These people eat from the forest, you know that, right? That's my wife.
ขับไปแล้วนะ
How are you? You're getting? So you got?
Yes, sir.
Getting, no?
You want to see?
Yeah, sure. So my wife is getting. Okay, you continue. You keep getting. Okay? Keep working. All right. You need your phone? Okay. All right. Chal. See you. Take care. All right. You guys enjoy. Let me know your thoughts and comments below. All right. Chal. Bye.
50 บาทเต็มถุงอะไรเงี้ยเอาส่งไปหาเที่ยวมันเมื่อย